Welcome back, everyone, to Nerds, Geeks, and Gamers. Today, as always, with me, I have Carlos.
Hey, how's it going? Sylvia, how you doing?
I'm great, thank you. We have Raul.
Howdy.
And then back from the camping trip, we have Ramon.
Wait,
We're good.
I was still camping? Okay.
Yeah.
You were
like
out there
a-
looking for your Sam's Club card.
Abducted
Costco
by
card,
aliens,
Costco
apparently.
card, yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or both.
We have it now, so we can give it back since you're
Yeah,
back
'cause I
on
mean-
with us here.
I think the last time we had you, we were talking about Zelda and Pokemon
Mhm.
TCG, which they actually released an expansion today. So yeah, I've been playing a little bit with
It's
it.
been a
today.
while. I guess it's
Yeah.
been a while, yeah.
Oh, for
Yeah.
sure.
Well, I'm happy to be back, even if it's for a little bit. Like right now, because, I have a daughter sleeping somewhere in the house, and who knows what's going on with her.
Oh, no.
Hopefully good dreams.
Yeah, I mean, sure. So, I don't know how much. Well, I mean, I did kind of force her to watch a little bit of Castlevania today, so.
Oh, okay. I was worried you were gonna say you made her maybe drink a little bit of alcohol or
Oh,
something.
well, no.
Take some
That would've been
melatonin.
That would have been the sure way of keeping her asleep. But no, it's all right. It's all
Some
right.
Benadryl.
Milk is good enough. I guess that does the trick.
Well, to make sure we know what you have been watching before we kind of get into our show, why don't you let us know what you have been watching, movies, TV shows? I know it's been a while, so you might have a long list or a short one.
For me, very short. Yeah. No, I mean, yeah. I have a baby at home. It's a little tough to watch TV, but I mean, I'm not gonna say that I haven't been watching TV. I started rewatching Adventure Time, and I'm almost at the 8th season. And if you guys know that show, it just takes forever to get through. But I love that show. It's the most adult-like kid show ever. Raul, you will love it. I think Elias is finally old enough. It's I love that it just fucking deals with things about like afterlife, like vampires, like zombies, like a little bit of everything, space travel, existential, like creationism, like all kinds of stuff, man. It's definitely a cartoon hiding a whole lot of other like crazy crap. So a lot of Adventure Time, and I kind of just fake it as like, oh, hey, like, my baby daughter has something to kind of stare at. But in reality, it's just for me. I'm into it. If I'm not watching it, I'm pause it. If I leave the room, I pause it. So it's for me. And then just like the only actual real thing that I did start watching recently, thanks to Carlos, and I think he only mentioned it like 2 days ago, is Castlevania Nocturne. And yeah, I'm almost done with the 2nd season. So it's that was a quick watch for me. But it's probably just because I've really, really been enjoying it. As a fan of the games, or at least a few that I played like back in the day, just reminds me of why or I guess it made me realize that I haven't been watching it. It's kind of silly that I didn't watch it, because I love that realm, like, of vampires, monsters, like hell, and all kinds of stuff. So clearly just anything dark is kind of fun. But yeah, Castlevania is pretty good right now. I'm enjoying that.
Yeah, no, I mean, I finished it yesterday, Ramon, the 2nd season, and like I've been so happy that you've been enjoying it, because I know that you could have gone and watched the original, but you're like, you know what, let me start with this one. And I think it's great, man. I think the animation looks fantastic. There's times where I feel like I'm watching a combination of Jujutsu Kaisen and Avatar: The Last Airbender when I'm watching it. And then it's just, I feel like it's so inclusive with, its people, like, or its characters. You have the one vampire that I think he's from like Aztec, or
he's an Aztec,
yeah, he's an Aztec. I'm like, oh, it's really cool. And then you have like just so many interesting characters. I just think that show, it's very at least I don't hear a lot of people talking about it, but I think it's very underrated, but it's really, really good. It's so good.
Yeah. The priestess that's Egyptian, like I was just watching that, which obviously she was the guardian of the actual goddess and stuff. Like, yeah, I mean, just even just within that, like Castlevania and then the 2 seasons, I feel like there's just so much variety in it, like you were saying. That's pretty nice. So thank you for that.
Oh, no problem, man.
That's about it, though.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, since Carlos was already going into what you were watching too, we'll have him go next.
I mean, for me, I'm just going to keep it like, there's no way I can catch you guys up on what I've been doing or watching for the last 2 months. So I'm just going to keep up with what I'm watching currently. And one of the shows that I'm watching is Severance, which is an Apple Plus.
Yeah.
And if you're not watching Severance, you're fucking missing out on like probably one of the best shows that's currently airing weekly. If you need my Apple Plus like account, just let me know. I'll send you my credentials. It's such a great show. It's so much fun to talk.
Credentials?
Like my password, so you can be able to get
Your login
my
info?
credentials, my login info. but it's such a good show to speculate about what the mystery is, like what next week is gonna be about. And I don't know, man. I think everybody should be watching Severance. It's great.
I'll start watching it.
Oh, dude, for sure. I think it's a great time.
Yeah, like I've been wanting to. I just kept forgetting. because I never go into it. The only thing I've seen on Apple TV is Ted Lasso, and then I saw maybe half of the first season of Blind.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Or
and those
see?
So
See,
yes,
Yeah,
see.
okay. I'm like,
and I don't even think those are like the
see.
best show Apple has like out there for you to watch. But yeah, there's
Ted
some of the
Lasso,
ones.
Yeah, Ted Lasso's good.
First season's great. So after that, it kind of lost me a little.
No,
All Ted Lasso. All of Ted Lasso.
I
You have
agree.
no heart,
Ted
man.
Lasso.
You have no heart.
You know they're bringing it. I heard that they might be bringing it back. Just for you Ted Lasso fans.
Yeah.
And then the thing that I have really been doing that like I wish we could probably do a whole episode about it, but I've been playing a lot of Marvel Rivals. It's the one thing that I think it's even partly responsible why we haven't been recording maybe for the last like 2 months, just because anytime that I had any free time, I was just playing Marvel Rivals. It's just been so much fun, so refreshing. Every game just gets me like really excited to be part of a team, and whether win or lose, or just sometimes you have like situations that happen that are even in your control and it really pisses you off. But it's just like it's a game that's really been bringing out the best and worst out of me, but it's been a lot of fun. I feel like now that I'm in diamond status, though, I've been able to like kind of like finally like breathe and actually be like, okay, there's other things that I can be doing with my time. But yeah, Marvel Rivals, man, I just want to shout out that game. I think it's fantastic.
It's a fun time.
Yeah.
Like we said
I wanna
earlier, all the
know.
butt cheeks.
I don't know.
Yeah, lots of butt cheeks. Groot specifically.
Yeah, Venom.
And Venom.
So just one show?
Yeah, dude, that's the only show. If there's one show that I need to talk about and you can get everybody
Really?
to watch, it's Severance, baby.
Interesting. Okay.
Especially you, because you work like sort of in a corporate environment, and I'm telling you, you'll
It'll give me more PTSD.
exactly, because you'll understand. I don't know if you know what the show's about, but it's just like the moment you walk into your office floor, you're disconnected from like your Sylvia, from like your normal Sylvia, and then it's another Sylvia that takes over, like working for the next 8 hours, and it's this whole disconnection that you don't know what they call them outies, I believe, or innies. And it's just like this whole disconnection of like you have Sylvia that works 8 hours, and then you have Sylvia out of work, and like you don't share memories, so you have no idea what you're really doing. And it's interesting to understand like that other person that's working those 8 hours for you. Technically, it's almost a sort of form of slavery, which is fucking kind of crazy. But yeah, it's so good, man.
Dude, why does that remind me of like The Substance all of a sudden? Because
it's great, about like
man.
The idea of like two of the same dude. That's I didn't want to mention movies because I forgot I watched that one, but The Substance is that whole idea of like it's the same you, but it's a younger version of you, and it's like you're living.
They're the same person.
Yeah, that's the whole. Do you haven't you watched the trailer?
Have you watched Substance?
No, I've seen it, but like I didn't know it was the same person because it's Demi Moore and the other girl, right?
That's what the guy keeps saying. He keeps correcting her like you are one. Do you not get that part of the movie?
The trailer? No, yeah. It's they're the same person. Okay. But that's what I like.
Wait, has he seen it or just the trailer?
Who?
You, Ro. Have you seen it?
No, I haven't seen it.
Oh, okay.
Has he seen it? Who's gonna answer?
Then I'm here. You can say
no. Well,
you can talk to me directly.
Well, you were saying like you made it sound like
we don't need the intermediary anymore, Carlos.
You made it sound like you had watched the movie and you didn't get that part of the movie, which is like they're the same person. Because it's a big. You'll see once you watch it, you don't understand like why. You kind of like confused me a little with your statement.
No, because I've seen like clips or whatever, but like not even paid much attention to them because like I've heard that's a good movie and I do want to watch it, but I just haven't.
It's a great movie.
And yeah, because I haven't even seen the trailer. I've just seen kind of like images and like short little clips of the movie.
I recommended movie night. You should do it.
Yeah, definitely.
Watch it. Watch it. If you're watching in your house, watch it with your sister and her BF. Like, it's a great like people movie.
Versus.
Whereas it's a movie you want to watch by yourself. Alone. Like, dude, I love watching so many movies by myself, including that one, because everyone else would be in the way and would be too distracting. Shut up, don't talk.
I think I generally like watching movies with other people.
Oh no,
I'd prefer pretty much any movie.
Yeah,
nah,
but
we need to do another Discord movie night for sure.
Oh yeah, we should.
The only issue is I am a movie talker, so I constantly make comments.
Oh, trust me, I know.
You didn't really. Okay.
I don't think I did on the movie nights or anything, but in person, I'm a talker.
I think we're all muted though for the.
But you can communicate. Yeah, you can communicate. So that was kind of fun to communicate. Yeah.
Or what have you been watching here?
I saw Squid Games,
Hmm.
which
Second season?
yeah, which was interesting. I rewatched one of the episodes a couple times, but because I kept like being distracted and then I've been playing some Rivals, some Call of Duty, Power World again.
Again?
Yeah,
What's in Power World that you're back into it?
Pals.
There's a new
Pals.
update, a
Yeah.
brand new
Really?
update. Yeah,
Yeah.
it changed the game.
Dude, I grinded that
Mm.
game for so long just to quit it like this.
Dude.
So it changed the game, and you can randomize pals spawning anywhere, so you can make it really miserable for yourself, or you can make it
No.
super easy for yourself.
I was already making it pretty miserable for myself. I never took advantage of like the time increases and all that stuff. Like, anyways, continue, bro. Sorry.
But yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, just like random games. I guess I've been gaming a lot more than I used to.
Oh, nice.
But what's
Never a
that?
bad thing. Yeah, never a bad thing.
I saw Sonic with Elias. Oh, and I'm currently watching. Elias started watching JJK.
Nice.
So
Ooh.
we're almost done with the first season. The Toto and Itadori already fought the special grade.
Nice.
You're not worried about your son being too young for Jujutsu Kaisen?
So I'm gonna stop him before Shibuya because I'm not ready to watch it again.
Yeah.
and I don't think he's ready. And I'm contemplating whether he's gonna watch the flashbacks, but I'll have him watch the JJK 0 or 1 or whatever it was
Yeah,
called.
when I go to my local Ross, they have like a figure of Mojito or Majito,
Mhm.
and dude, I can tell that I hate him. Like I personally like have hatred towards that character because like I see him and it's just like no love whatsoever. Like I almost want to like
Oh
grab
my
it and
God,
like
dude.
throw it against the wall, and like it just like it upsets me to think about that, dude.
I know.
Yeah.
Wait, Raul, did you guys finish Naruto?
We almost. So Elias keeps asking me if they've dubbed the end yet.
Oh, is that why?
Yeah, because it's also because they're fighting the mom already, the moon mom lady.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they already went to the lava world or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
So like we're there. We're close to the end. But he pretty much he knows all Naruto already.
Yeah.
We're almost caught up with My Hero. Haikyuu, we haven't watched it forever. I don't know if we ever will.
Mhm.
But yeah, because and there's a few others that we've seen all the way.
There's a show that came to my attention, and I'm kind of curious to see if you've seen it because you're kind of you see more of the random stuff that like normally doesn't make it for me to watch, and it was recommended. But today I was watching My Dress Up Darling. Have you seen that?
What's it called?
My Dress Up Darling.
No, who's in it or what's it on or
I don't even know how to like talk about it right now about it, but I just saw like the first 2 episodes and like I felt like half the time I was watching it like this with my face cover. But yeah, I was just wondering. Sorry, I didn't mean to.
I'll look it up now. I feel like I should watch it.
Oh my God, no, do not see it because of me, please.
No, I'm going to. No, it's gonna be your fault.
Oh my God.
Oh, and Solo Leveling's back.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
we gotta talk about that once it starts. It ends. For
Yeah,
sure.
yeah. And I read the manhwa, so
I think it was one of our top shows of last year when we did
Really?
the first season. Yeah, so
Yeah,
for
yeah.
sure we have to do the solo season.
yeah, and I know what's gonna happen. So
Actually, Castlevania made me think of solo leveling. I was like, I want to watch some solo leveling.
dude, I legit I think I'm gonna post on the Discord if anyone's interested in doing Solo Leveling inspired D&D campaign.
Cool.
That's cool.
That's cool.
Yeah, because I've been wanting to do it, but then my regular group
Doesn't watch it.
No, they do, but I don't want to just stop that campaign.
Oh, I see.
But I thought that they were gonna die soon, like the whole party was gonna die because they went into something very stupidly, but then they are still alive, and now
Wait,
I'm wondering whether they're gonna stay alive.
Aren't you the dungeon master?
Yes.
Just kill them all. Kill them all. See, fucking click that apocalypse button and just
No,
everything.
we'll see. We'll see because but it's like Jose and Brian and Logan and
Then it should be easier. Just press the button.
yeah. So we'll see.
Cool. I think Sylvia, wasn't you like suggested once that we could hire somebody for some kind of night? I still like that idea, but yeah.
Yeah, I
Wait,
do
what?
have a few options, but we could do like a one
shot.
like one shot playthrough of it just being like an hour or two long instead of one of these episodes. We could just do kind of like a D&D 2.0
or like a
adventure
light play,
type of
yeah.
thing.
Yeah. Well,
That'd be cool.
Mm-hmm.
I like that idea.
The mastermind producer of all these ideas.
You're hired.
So, yeah. I mean,
Bring that Squirtle with you.
Oh, of course. Yeah, of course.
Poor Squirtle.
And for the record, the show that Carlos was talking about was a dull artesian hopeful passes his days as a loner, finding solace in the home ec room at his high school. When Marin spots him sewing away one day after school, she tries to rope her quiet classmate into her secret hobby, cosplay.
Yeah.
What are you watching?
So like on the second episode, what ended up happening?
Is this animated or live action or
it's anime? So in this
it's
second
anime?
episode,
okay.
Yeah. So all I know is like the main character's guy. The guy's name's Gojo, I believe, because it's just like Gojo. But on the second episode, the girl, because he's gonna make her a cosplay dress, and she can't wait till Monday, so she shows up at his house on the weekend, and she's there for him to, for him to measure her. And then she just gets like completely like removes her clothes in his room, and he starts like measuring, and he's just like having a panic attack.
Well, now we see why you're watching it.
No, I knew about the show, and somebody recommended it, and I'm
like Challengers all over again.
It's like Challengers, except that I'm telling you, I'm just like I'm even embarrassed, and even though I'm watching the show by myself, like I'm embarrassed. I feel like I gotta close my windows. Too? I gotta close my windows and just make it dark in the living room while I'm watching this thing. It was crazy though. It was like I'm like, oh my god. Yeah.
I think I saw the title like on Crunchyroll, but like I just went by it.
I think a season 2 came out recently.
Oh, maybe. Yeah,
that might be
and
why.
It might have been featured.
The show we were actually meant to watch.
Sylvia,
wait, what about you?
I want to hear about you. People want to hear about you.
I haven't watched anything though.
Ah, that's a lie.
Nothing.
That's a lie.
So I finished.
You saw Gladiator 2.
I did. Yes, I also finished a whole season, or actually all of the seasons of Haven, which Prime Video recommended to me. So I just ended up finishing it.
Awesome show that I don't remember anything about.
Yeah, really good show. Twister was another movie that I watched. I just started rewatching Switched at Birth, and then Singles Inferno came out, so I've been trying to keep myself up to date with that. But that's pretty much it.
Okay.
Oh, cool. Isn't the one show Love is Blind coming back soon too, right?
Yeah, in February. I'm so ready.
I think I'm gonna watch that just because like I really missed out last season and all the communication.
Dude,
it
was interesting.
Yeah.
And then Nick.
Yeah, so I just found the cast members for the next season, and I feel like it's gonna be a fun one.
Okay.
Yeah, you sent it to me.
Are you one adult? Kiara's the same way. Like we start watching the show within the second episode, she's already looking up. Where are they now? Like, are they together? I'm like, dude, are you fucking kidding me? Like, slow down. Like,
no. I want to figure it out on my own, and then by last, maybe by the episode they're supposed to get married. That's when I'll kind of look it up. But
yeah, it's cheating. Like, the whole fun is in speculating and watching and voyeurism and all kinds of fun stuff.
Yeah, Carlos, you should watch it.
Yeah, no, I do.
You know what? I'll even watch the first episode with you.
No, I definitely will watch it. And now that we're gonna be recording more, like I'm so happy that we're gonna make you watch some of these cringe shows that never in your life where you would believe. Yeah, you.
What are we gonna be watching?
What are we watching?
Because Sylvia, like, she's not like a person that just goes looking for these like anime shows, so we have to recommend her like, hey, we're gonna be talking about this one, like Dandadan. I don't think if we would have said like, hey, we're talking about Dandadan, I don't think you would have ever watched it. So here we are today to talk about Dandadan, just because obviously it's a popular show.
Yeah, I only came back to record for that reason. I want to hear what you had to say about the show.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm here for Sylvia's thoughts on Dandadan. Yeah.
Well, I guess now we have to talk about it then, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So I'm gonna have you go first, Carlos.
What about
just because now I feel like I need to bully you a little bit.
I mean, okay, so I was one of the people that was watching
it. Oh, please don't eat ice cream again.
No, this is Ramon. This is Ramon eating it.
I'm not like Carlos. I don't spit.
No, my
what? Sorry, unmute.
My spitting wasn't because of the ice cream. All right.
Is it pistachio?
Yeah.
Chocolate.
Nah, Clara got me a brownie sundae, and I think it's a brownie sundae.
Was that just delivered to you, like as we were talking?
Yeah, hand delivered. I ordered it, and she just popped up, dropped it in my hand. I ate it, and
the door was unlocked.
All done.
So that's what happened to me. Like somebody just handed me like an ice cream when we were recording. It happened, Sylvia. Like somebody would just come into your house in the middle of the night and give you ice cream.
Where's my ice cream?
It's the most magical type of ice cream. You don't ask for it; it just shows up right in front of you. So very thankful. Love you so much. And so it's ice cream goals. Hey, it's appropriate though. Dandadan ice cream. I mean, ghosts ice cream. Stay on top of that.
They might eat ice cream at one point. I don't remember.
No, but definitely ghosts. Wait, did it? No, they didn't eat ice cream. That's lame.
Yeah, they had other stuff to eat. There was definitely a lot of eating.
Sure, they did.
Yeah.
What?
No, yeah. So like, I was one of the people who was watching it week by week because it was very hyped up. There was like a movie, like you could have watched the first 2-3 episodes in the movie theater. And yeah, man, when you first see the first 2 episodes, you're like, oh man, what is this show gonna be? It's so good. There's gonna be aliens. There's gonna be talking about like the scary things that I think Ramon, you're a big fan of the supernatural and aliens, occult. So I'm like, man, this show's gonna be like perfect for Ramon. And as the show went week by week, I sort of kind of lost the momentum of like loving it. But every once in a while, like we would get a great episode. And I ended up loving more of the episodes where it was more of like the relationship between Momo and Okarun, where it's like, they're like, oh, what were you doing with that girl in the back of the school? And like those moments were, those moments were so fun for me, even more fun than like some of the action that we got. But this time on my second rewatch, now that I was able to binge it one after another, like I just got so much even more fun out of it than my original first time that I watched. And I just think even like Gigi grew on me, where the first time that I like that dude showed up, I'm like, this is gonna be a character that's gonna get annoying so quick. But no, this time like I'm like, dude, I like Gigi. He's so fucking random, and I think he's kind of acting like that because I think he's not able to go to sleep, and he might be eating too much candy and coffee. Because I'm like, he's so so I think that's what's happening. So I don't know if later on he might chill a little, but yeah, no, man, I really did like Dandadan. There is a better show than Dandadan out there. It's called Mob 100.
Yeah,
Mob Psycho 100.
Mob Psycho,
but Dandadan is pretty good.
No, that was my problem when I started freaking Dandadan. Is that I was watching Mob Psycho. I was finishing up Mob Psycho.
Oh,
and I'm watching Dandadan, and I'm just like, what? Like this is just like copy and freaking paste, but then like with some little sexuality into it, where Mob Psycho was like super innocent middle schoolers, like amazing show, and then Dandadan was like fucking just nuts, but the same version, and it was the whole like shy guy kind of kept to himself, has this power, and then pretty girl and all this stuff, and there wasn't really like well, I guess there was the pretty girl because obviously that's a big part of Mob Psycho at the end. But no, yeah. I mean, I don't know. My relationship.
She was never in her like.
Yeah.
Like she was never
not a real.
Oh
no, I don't know.
And Mob Psycho is done by the One Punch Man creator, Sylvia. And I know you when you watched that, I think you really did enjoy that show. So I think you would enjoy Mob Psycho.
Yeah, it's a very similar type of comedy.
It's cute. It's cuter. It's like a cute show. Great. It's cute.
I would have let Elias watch it. Yeah, I wouldn't let him watch.
I don't know why you started with Jujutsu Kaisen, honestly.
He wanted to. I was like, okay. He can watch it. We're just going to stop before Shibuya.
You know what,
You're a cool dad for that.
There's nothing wrong with that, because I've seen so many parents that let their like 5-year-olds watch Demon Slayer, and then I see them dressed up as like whatever Nezuko's. It's like, yeah, there's nothing wrong with you letting your son watch.
Yeah.
Not at all.
But yeah. I will say, the first episode of Dandadan, I was not expecting it. So it reminded me a lot of Kill la Kill. Especially right in the beginning, even though I've seen like one episode of Kill la Kill. But like it was weird because the animation was different. It was kind of retro, but like really well done. Kind of like if it was the current times. And then the first episode was just like interesting. And then I really kind of liked the premise and how the story just kept progressing. And then I feel like more of the story was coming out. but yeah, that first episode was insane. And then there was that one episode with the hair lady.
Yeah.
With the ballerina thing, and oh my god, that destroyed me.
I think that was like their peak episode in the whole like 12 episodes that we got, and I think you can show anybody that episode and kind of give them a little bit of what's happening, and like it is like a little bit crushing, especially because it's all silence and it's just the music that's like leading.
And for the record,
yeah,
I have not finished Mob Psycho.
Oh, it's okay. Yeah, no problem.
But I mean, I guess I didn't finish that. But I mean, so yeah, I was watching Mob Psycho at that time, and I think things like even Turbo Granny is in Mob Psycho too, because it's an actual like Japanese like ghost legend. And so I was enjoying some of the similarities, but I think in general, like I think I'm not a crazy fan of Dandadan. If that's my like putting it out on the table like first, and then we can argue about it. Like I just didn't love it.
But the openings by Creepy Nuts.
Well, I mean, so no, again. Yes, the opening is great, and that's kind of following the whole thing, like freaking Mashal and freaking was it Kaiju number 8? Like they got it, like openings and freaking outros, like they have to be great. Like people are just into it; they love that, right? Yeah, of course the visuals, like the freaking animation, like it's crazy exciting. You know, not controversial really, but like the first episode was really captivating. There was so much to like really make you want to watch it. But I think the characters and not dumb characters, but like the aliens and the ghosts, I love that idea that it's like one believes in aliens, one believes in ghosts, and their relationship kind of becomes through that, like kind of challenging each other to believe in that other thing, and then ultimately they get the powers of the thing they don't believe in. Like that relationship aspect is great, but then I think everything else just kind of feels like it's just kind of rinse and wash, give you another version of it. And so that's where it's losing me now. Like Carlos said, I enjoyed their relationship, and I'm not the type of person to sit there and watch an anime sometimes and just be like, oh yay, it's just all about the relationships. Like not because I don't want to, but I love the action, I love the craziness, and with Dandadan it's just like occasionally we fight something, it's not the most exciting. Like I think the Loch Ness monster was my favorite monster just because he looked like Godzilla. And so when I was like, oh shit, Godzilla like Nessie, like hell yeah, bring it in, like let's watch them.
From what I've seen, because like I think some of the manga panels got spoiled or they were out there. Like I think at one point there's gonna be like a Godzilla versus like a giant mech happening. I don't know how that's gonna come about, but I feel like that's somewhere in the storyline that we're gonna get that.
Yeah.
All right, Sylvia, your turn.
I was the opposite. I didn't like the first episode. To me, it started being really weird. Where I didn't know what to expect when I first came into it. So the first episode was weird, but then once I figured out what the show was about, I slowly got more into it afterwards. But that first episode, I thought, Carlos, not again. You're doing this with me again. I can't.
Because of the whole banana thing, that kind of,
No, you're just a little notorious for giving me animes that I don't like.
Oh yeah, I mean, I think maybe you go into them already, but you know what?
Like Carlos recommended it, so I'm not gonna like it.
Like, I mean, I'm not choosing to talk about this show because, like, oh my god, like I love Dandadan. That's a fact. I think
it was super popular.
It's the popular one right now. So like you saying that doesn't affect me at all because I actually agree, and we're gonna talk a little bit more about it. But I thought like the way they ended it was like terrible. Like I'm like, why would you end a show like this? Like even if your next episode you're waiting for the second season to do it because it's gonna be so much craziness happening. I'm like, end it like that so that we can talk about it and actually be like, oh my god, it ended so good. I can't wait. But like this is the way it ended. I'm like, it just was so disappointing. So many shows did that this past season where it's just like the last episode was like crap. Like Bleach did it. It wasn't that great.
Dude, I haven't finished Bleach either.
Yeah. No, I haven't had any I mean, I watched a few episodes of it, but it's just I think it's just the pacing with some of these too. Like, I mean, the 1,000-Year Blood War we've been watching, and obviously we're getting there, and I feel like every episode I'm still just it's getting elongated. I'm like, come on.
The two episodes that I've liked so far are the one with the bee buzz, and then the one where the new head captain is fighting the snapper.
Bleach.
Yeah.
No.
Sorry, Bleach.
But I don't know if there's like hardcore people right now that are like, like, oh, I love it.
I really like it
because I think it's probably gonna get better. Like more than likely, it's gonna get better. Like Solo Leveling is probably better the second season I've heard. A lot of like Chainsaw Man's probably gonna be so freaking
Oh,
crazy
dude,
when it
I'm
comes
looking forward to
back.
that.
Waiting
Yeah.
for that.
So like right now, I'm just kind of like this about Dandadan. But if the second season comes back and it blows me away, then at that point I'd be like, "Sobe, what are you doing? Like it's so great." But right now, you're not hurting me my feelings at all.
No, and actually, you know, if anything, like I said, I think it's more of us that kind of agree with the whole idea that it's nothing crazy. It's just
No.
again, it's beautiful animation, but it makes sense because you know we're in year 20. Well, I guess it would have been maybe what 2024. Or 2023, whatever. But it's just regardless. I'm like, animation should be up to par with almost anything else coming out, if anything different and better.
Blue
But
Lock.
yeah,
I started watching Blue Lock, by the way.
yeah. No, but yeah, I mean, the whole point
I
is like,
finished
yeah,
it, yeah.
it doesn't captivate you. Like, you really need a great story, and I feel like that's kind of where it dropped me with this. Is that you know, chasing after his balls is not the story that I want to be watching.
Dude, it's hilarious though.
No. Of course, it's hilarious, but I'm saying like, if I'm watching a show about aliens and like monsters and demons, like I want it to be more about the monsters and demons. Yes, the relationship aspect is funny and it's great, and I do love like the awkwardness of like freaking Okarun and Momo being in denial that she doesn't love him, but she's like clearly in love with freaking Ken Takakura, whatever his name is, like the actual actor, whatever he was.
Yeah.
No, the one that she's like in love with
Reading
beforehand.
about,
Yeah. And every time he says like, "Oh, I'm just," what does he say? "I'm just a shy guy," or "I'm just not." Like he says something when Okarun says it, and and then she's like, "Shut up! Don't say that." Like I love that aspect of it. I think it just makes me feel like a middle schooler or high schooler again.
Well, they are.
Well, I know, but I'm saying it's like then you know the whole ghosting is just kind of in the background. It's just like, oh, okay. Except for again the Silky, well, Turbo Granny a little bit, but then the Silky lady, the one who possesses the other girl, like that was a great episode too. But that's what I'm saying. I think I don't know. It's not the greatest, but
yeah, and I think it's a show that is like meant to be like if like Okarun can get these two girls to like fall in love with him and be like almost fighting for him, it's like. Yeah, it's a show that like some people are gonna watch. It's like, oh man, that could happen to me one day, and it's just kind of. I guess it's nice to believe that.
Or was that when I was growing up in high school?
Yeah, I kind of have a feeling that it's gonna be better once there's a lot more episodes because I feel like it was really short.
Yeah.
So I don't know, but most animes now are coming out with like 10 episodes, 12 episodes, and that's it.
I don't get that.
It's not like the One Pieces. It's not like these other shows I just went the whole year and just kept grinding out episodes even if they had fillers or stretched or whatever.
Which that's fine, but I think to Carlos' point, they didn't finish the season well or the end of it well. Like, and if it's like this a hiatus break thing, like that's again what happened to like cliffhangers, like something to really like keep you captivated. So the next time that it comes back, you're like, oh hell yeah, like I've been waiting for this. Right now I'm not. Like right now I'm just like, okay, what else do I watch? Like what's next? And
right now I'm annoyed by it by the end of it. More than anything. Yeah.
They're all quick episodes too. I watch everything in 2 times speed for the most part too. So all of these episodes were like 12,
5 minutes
long.
15,
So they were going really quickly to where I maybe it's because I watch at 2 times speed, but they just felt rushed almost. Like they were trying to end the episodes pretty quick.
It was like twice as rushed as any other show.
Was there any enjoyment like in any of the story plots? Like, I mean, Raul talked about how he liked the Silky episode. Was that like something where you like maybe felt like, oh, maybe I'll slow it down to 1.5 speed for this one or anything like that?
Honestly, this show I didn't slow down at any point, but I did enjoy when Turbo Granny became the cat. That probably was my favorite part for whatever reason. One, I'm just a cat person, but 2, I just thought she got a taste of her own medicine, and he still got to keep her power at that point.
Yeah. I was wondering how he was gonna like be able to still continue to turn into that.
It kind of reminded me of Bleach with Gon.
Oh, Gon.
The doppelganger that Ichigo's body or whatever with the pill turned into the teddy bear.
Yeah. I mean, that's and honestly, that's something that I guess when I started watching the show, I didn't really know that he was even going to turn into anything because I went to the show without looking anything up, and so then right away, like again, I wasn't even expecting him turning into anything of the sorts. And I'm still trying to figure out like his manifestation of like that mask and everything. Like he looks cool. I hate his attitude while he's sitting. He's so nonchalant, like I don't care. Yeah, exactly, emo. But yeah, like I think keeping Turbo Granny around is like a way of keeping his powers. Like I think it's kind of a great way of doing it. It's more comedical relief, but nothing's gonna beat freaking Momo's grandma, like freaking Seiko. Like she's not because she's hot at whatever age she is of like 50, I think is what I heard. She's like 50 years old or something, but she's just like a badass, man. She's the one that really captivated my heart.
Well, dude, it's kind of crazy.
I'm getting older, man. It's like you gotta keep up with that.
You'll love the new Love Is Blind. They're all older.
Oh, okay.
They're all in their 30s apparently.
Oh, I don't even know what that feels like.
30s to 40s.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if this is like I'm sure there's better examples out there, but like my oldest sister, like she became a grandma at like 41. So to me, like like 41 is so young. My oldest sister, like she became a grandma at 41. I'm like, that's so young. So like obviously when they're like, oh, that's your grandma, like to me, like I'm like, well, that kind of could make sense to me because depending on when she had, and then she was born, like I'm like, that makes perfect sense. Like I wasn't like, oh my god, like she's your grandma.
And I don't think it's meant to be anything crazy. I mean, like, if you believe it and without scaring anybody, like, I'm about to be 40 this year, and aside from the beard, but aside from the beard, it's like, I don't look like I'm an old man, so I can assume 10 years from now, I'm still gonna look just as boyish. So,
I'm gonna grow my hair.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, again, I think we've talked about this before, but I think it's just like the fact that we don't, like in the 90s, like they would smoke, they probably would barely drink water. Like now, like you have Sylvia with her giant Stanley, like drinking water. And
I don't drink water, actually. I hate water. I hate water so much. I hate it so much. It's liquid air. I hate water.
Me too.
Liquid air. Yeah, thank you.
I hate it.
If I don't have a freaking flavor dropper thing or like mix it with juice a little bit, it's so hard. I can't
drink it.
I drink coffee like way too much, but I don't know if that's like really giving me like the water part of it. Like I don't know if that even makes sense.
No, that's the opposite. It dehydrates you.
The
it's the opposite. It dehydrates you like a lot.
I mean, like I found out like back in the day, like people would get hydrated from drinking beer because beer just wouldn't spoil. So like a lot of these people that went into battle, they were all probably like drunk as hell going into battle because that's why you would drink to stay hydrated back then.
And alcohol didn't have cholera and all these other
diseases.
Fuck water. Basically.
Yeah, and wine. Yeah, that's why they drank wine and beer.
I love wine.
So hey, we're going to battle tomorrow.
You're drinking wine right now, right?
I
haven't seen you. Yeah, your glass. Okay.
I stopped.
Don't be shy.
I got a second glass and I filled it up.
Oh,
so
God. Did you really think this episode was that terrible?
I'm out.
Where you're like, I'll need the wine.
And here I am drinking water.
I was lame. Loser.
One's always on my level.
Yeah,
I appreciate you.
Mm-hmm.
Except for right now, because like whiskey doesn't amount to the same. Like I can't do that much. So I would have been like, "Whoa!"
You should. Next time we'll try it out. We'll see.
maybe. Why don't I have a bottle down here? That's the question.
That sucks.
I did upstairs when I was upstairs. Before my daughter kicked me out of my freaking gaming room. Goddamn babies.
No,
but you love her, and she's so cute.
Aw, thank you. But yeah, she kicked me out of my gaming room, so still not all in love with her. I'm not kidding.
Dude, I was gonna say, like, one of the episodes, like when we first saw Dandadan, I think me and you, Ramon, we referenced that it also reminded us a lot of Fooly Cooly. So that's another one that, like, talking about the first two episodes kind of reminded me of Fooly Cooly, which, Sylvia, that one would be one where, like, if you watch Fooly Cooly, which is only 5 episodes.
That one 25 episodes?
5.
Wait, are you recommending it to me?
Yes.
Yeah,
I don't like it.
Well, Carlos, I don't think she's gonna like you because she's gonna be stuck on the whole fact that the little brother and the older brother's girlfriend is hitting on the little brother. It's kind of weird, but that's about it.
No, I feel like that show is weird. It is fucking weird. Period.
Man. I love
I've seen one episode and it's weird. It's out there. If you say we're gonna watch it for the podcast, I'll watch it. But
wait, you didn't finish it?
No.
Oh, Carlos. We should talk about Fooly Cooly. It's only 5 or 6 episodes, and that's it. And it's like, what I said right now, it does happen, but it's kind of like a silly little, Japanese thing. Yeah. But aside from that, like the actual part of the show, and kind of when it starts touching on some like freaking grander like ideas. It's amazing. Yeah. I think it's pretty fun.
No, and so like I would love to hear like all the reasons why like you're like, oh, this doesn't work or this characterization, because I think the show, or at least these conversations, they need that. They need a person like sometimes like like I think whatever's been recommended to me by either Ramon or O, like there's times where like I just been like, like something Ramon's really excited to talk about, and I just gotta slap him in the face and be like, what did you watch that I watch? And it
sounds like
make a
Raul.
fun conversation. So
it sounds like me, like Devilman Crybaby or one of those.
Oh my god, that one I was just worried.
Dude, I love that so much. That there's so many things I love about that anime.
No, but I mean, like, if there's things...
Was that before you, Sylvia?
Yeah, definitely.
100%.
Yeah.
She would be disgusted.
We
watch.
Okay.
So Sylvia, we gave Raul like pick anything in the world, like anything, and it was Devil May Cry, and I guarantee
Devilman Crybaby, which is different.
Devilman Crybaby. If you watch the first episode, you might be questioning this.
Look up why is Devilman Crybaby controversial, and then you'll find out exactly why.
I know. In my defense, I only watched it because Tony told me to watch it, and after the first episode, I was like, "What the heck am I watching?" So like, I kept watching it, and I was like, "Oh, it turns out to be an actually like really, really good anime."
Yeah, I mean, but what was the other anime that it related that it was very similar? Like that, I was like, yeah, it's not even that great anymore because
Evangelion.
Evangelion, yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. See, that's what I'm saying. So yes, you can have that the appeal up like this, like Dandadan. It's perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can have the appeal of like cool imagery, like demons, monsters, and like sex and nudity or whatever, and it makes it exciting because it's something different. It's more like raunchy, it's like controversial, and it just makes it a little like edgier to watch, but at the same time it's like stories that we kind of already like watched. And again, same thing like with like Mob Psycho when I was watching it, and then I was watching this at the same time. To me it was just like, oh, basically watching the same thing, just this one's a little bit more crazy, more controversial. Because like what I want to talk about, or not necessarily just want to talk about, that first episode, right? That one scene that the whole internet had to talk about with Momo getting kind of like the aliens all around her and all that stuff. Like, I mean, what was your honest impression of it? Because like just like the rest of the internet, we all have our feelings about it, and I think that it discourages a lot of people, but then some people just don't care, and it didn't really affect the rest of the season. So.
Mm-mm. My first thought was just, what is Carlos making me watch?
Oh my god!
Uncle Carlos pervy shit.
You're painting me in this picture where like if I actually truly had power, I would be making all of you watch The Leftovers. But I don't have that power. That's why I can't. Make you watch
seen
The
an
Leftovers.
Episode, maybe two.
Oh, one episode, but yeah,
maybe two.
I literally came on this and like out of all the trashy stuff that I watch, I'm like Severance, because it's just again like I love all the like the smartness and stuff, and like even Dandadan, like I can talk about every episode and kind of break out a little bit more about like the things that I enjoyed from it, because I think like every episode does have something special, and I think there is like again like when you watch so much stuff and so much stuff can be bad, when you get something that's just like somewhat entertaining and has some great parts of it, it's like, yeah, this is probably better than most 80% of the stuff that came out last year, because like you can tell there's like good, probably based off a good manga. It probably has, I don't know the studio behind it, but it's just like the voice acting, everything about it is so good. Just the fact that I didn't have to wait for it to be because like I don't mind doing sub, but just the fact that it was like dub right available, like okay, like I'll watch
like
this
Kaiju number 8. Yeah,
because most of the time I watch stuff sub first and then I go back to it and watch it dub. But I'm like, oh, here's one example where I can just watch it in dub. But I think every show, and like I don't know if you guys noticed, but the intro sort of gave away like which monsters they were going to be facing throughout the season. So that's how I know that for the second season they'll probably change the intro. I don't know if the song will be maybe different or the same song, because the song is like that's a banger. Like don't change that if you don't have to, but the intro has to change because every episode like did start with like first you're gonna face this monster and then this and this and this. Like you did see all of them in the intro if you pay attention to it.
Yeah, but isn't that like
too busy dancing?
Yeah, right. Isn't that somewhat typical of some anime? Because like I feel like every season, every arc, like the intro gives away, like And so I try always to like not like I listen to the song, I watch like some visuals, but then I just kind of stop paying attention. So I'm like, oh, I don't want to see who they're gonna end up like hooking up with, or like all that good stuff.
Well, Naruto would always piss me off because they would show like scenes of what you did get, but different. So I was always mad that like it didn't play out the way that the intro played it. It would be totally different. But like I'm like, I want to see what the intro was showing me. Yeah.
So I have an anime playlist that me and Elias listen to all the time, and then there's that one intro from Naruto where it's like kind of sad with where you see a lot of Jiraiya, and it's that one season, and then like every time it comes on, Elias is like saying, "Oh no," like he gets all sad.
That's sad. My
Yeah.
favorite one for Naruto was the one like it's hard to remember, but it's Naruto, but it's a silhouette of Naruto like fighting. Like all he's doing is kind of doing like shadow fighting, and that's
Kid
it.
Naruto or Shippuden
No,
Naruto?
it was Shippuden. I would have to look for it up for you guys, but it's like that was my favorite. And it was simple. The song was great. But that's what I'm saying. Like everything just depending what you like. That was simplistic, but I think just the fact that he was just kind of training the whole time, and it was just a silhouette, and it was a beautiful song that accompanied it. It was great. But I don't know. I don't know if that's enough to like make an anime great.
So real question about Dandadan, like who for you guys was like best girl, Momo or Ira?
Momo.
Yeah, she was like she to me. She I feel like she's gonna turn into like that crazy like evangelical girl that's gonna start her own cult, and then they're all gonna like drink Kool-Aid and wait for the spaceship to pick them up.
Momo or
Wait,
Ira?
Ira?
No, Ira.
Oh, Ira. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, not Momo.
Well, see, Ira was actually popular, and Momo they only showed her with like 2 friends mostly, and I don't think she was really popular. I think she was just like, well, obviously one of the main characters, so you like knew of her, but I think she was like that kind of like pretty girl that like necessarily is not popular, but yeah, everybody knows that she exists.
Yeah,
but
kind of like a rebel type of.
Yeah, but her personality is what turns her out, turns people off sometimes because they're like, oh, I can't handle that, like too much for me, and I love that. So I'm like Momo all the way. Ira was like this popular, and yeah.
Was she dating and like an older dude, like right in the beginning?
Yeah, someone broke up with her, or she broke up with someone.
Yeah.
I don't remember who.
Yeah, because I thought that was kind of weird, and I was like, oh, this is gonna be weird anime.
Yeah, I mean,
a
little.
Well, it was, especially after the first episode. I was like, "Oh, this is gonna be in."
Oh yeah, we never finished talking all about that. Like, I don't know. To me, that scene, like, yeah, of course, it was unnecessary in a sense of like, again, you always think about the age thing, and it makes you uncomfortable, and that's the only thing. But I don't know. It's just that the alien and the probing, I get it. It's just sometimes it just goes a little crazy, and for what it is, like, given that the rest of the story becomes about like freaking Okarun's like balls, like, I think this follows suit with what it's supposed to be about.
Yeah.
So, but other than that, it's just so I guess you can't take it away. It's the same thing with like Chainsaw Man, right? Chainsaw Man, I love that show, but I hate the fact that he's so fucking pervy in the sense of like just being like boobies, like like it just it knocks it down like a few levels, and then again, if you're like Sylvia and you catch that on the wrong end right away, you're like, I don't want to watch it, and then because that's Kiara, that's my wife, like if she catches any glimpse of over sexuality of perviness, like that, she's done. She's like, nope, sorry, bye, I tried. Done. Out of here.
I will say though, with this, because they were aliens and it was mostly just them saying like, oh, we need this because we can't do it ourselves type of thing, I didn't see it that badly. It was more of a, okay, I mean, it kind of makes sense. It's just a little strange that Carlos likes this, but
it's funny because you brought up Chainsaw Man, and I think that's you're gonna have some of the same problems, Sylvia, and you're gonna be thinking about me as you're watching that. But I will take those bullets for Chainsaw Man. Like,
Chainsaw Man. It's a really good anime, Chainsaw Man.
I will take all of them.
Chainsaw Man is in a deeper level, even just from the whole Pochka thing, like his little puppy,
Pochita?
like Ryan. Yeah, well, Pochka, but right from the beginning, like he has this little puppy, and that's it. And you win the show. Like, you just want to watch it because of the little puppy.
Because Ramon, that was our first episode that we ever did on the podcast.
You tricked me into it, yes.
I was actually thinking like we should do like another rewatch of it, because now we have Raul, we have Sylvia, and like I think it's just like perfect timing because the movie's coming out later on this year. So it's just like it'd be a great time to just like catch up on it. But I'd
be down. I think it's one that it's just like I've forgotten about in a sense. Every time you mention it, I'm like, wait, what? Oh yeah, that's right. Like, never even like continued the story. Like, I still don't know who the freaking who was it? The Gun Devil. Yeah.
About the Gun Devil.
They were doing some crazy ass stuff. Yeah.
I think that's what this show also done on kind of like something like Chainsaw Man, where it's just like you had the Gun Devil, or like the whole point of Chainsaw Man, Sylvia, is just like anything that you like humanity hates could be
or
like
is afraid
devil.
Of, yeah.
Yeah, it could be a devil, like anything. Like I'm talking about the most, right? Like if you hate doing the laundry, more than likely there'll be a laundry devil. If you hate, I'm telling you,
if you're scared of blood, there's a blood devil. There's anything that you could be afraid of. There's a sword devil. There's like pretty much everything.
And that's my problem with like Dana. Like my imagination's not there with what could come in the future. Like I mentioned, Godzilla and maybe like a mech fighting thing. But Ramon, like you know more about some of these like folklore stories and stuff like that. So maybe even you could tell me like maybe we will get something from like Mexican culture where we'll see like La Llorona later on or something. You know, because I feel like that's what they're doing. Like he has that magazine that he's always referencing.
Yeah, well, I don't know if Silky, like the devil with Ira, was anything that's specifically Japanese, but that reminded me of La Llorona because like that's the whole thing of La Llorona was like she lost her children and then she's just kind of like lamenting for like forever, for eternity that she lost her children and it's her fault, but she's she's just cries and then kidnaps other kids and all that stuff, and that's probably why. Well, besides the sad story around Silky and that whole deal. I think that's kind of what appeals to you. Like even with the Nessie, the Loch Ness monster, yeah, that was more of a monster like fight and stuff like that. But it's cool to see like one of your favorite monsters kind of swimming around, looking like Godzilla a little bit, like doing fucking beams. And then later when he merged with one of the aliens, and then he's doing like the whole like it reminded me of Godzilla, Shin Godzilla, where it's doing this crazy ass like. So yeah, I think the creativity with that, even just with the fighter alien, I don't know if he's like meant to be a demon or what he is, but the boxer dude, he was silly, but I think even that was great because he had his own backstory about like trying to put right for his family, and he's just doing it. He's just doing it because he needs a job and he needs to like provide stuff. And then
dude, the moment he takes that cow back to his planet, like they're coming back for all of our cows. There's no way that they figure out that there's this animal on planet Earth that can like supply them with what they
blood
need. And, and they're like, oh yeah, we're good with just the one cow. Like hell no, they're coming back for all the cows.
Yeah. No, yeah, I'm excited for that part of the show. I feel like if they keep exploring, like, I mean, they keep showing us more of these monsters and the alien stuff is okay because, like, again, it seems like it's a very specific race who has this goal, like, they're only male aliens supposedly and whatever. But I think just what for me fascinates me the most, it is the occult, like the ghosts, the cryptozoology, like creatures, like that stuff is just kind of more interesting because that's more based on our lore, like from us as like a civilization. Aliens again, as speculative as they are, they chose these like really weird, creepy dudes that I'm not into that much. So I'm like, whatever.
I kind of want to see the aliens from Arrival.
Yeah, from Arrival. Give me some xenomorphs. Let's go.
Xenomorphs, yeah. Or Predator.
Yeah, I mean, see. No, I don't know. I think that's just the one thing with that. Like, but I do like that the whole idea that they do at least like shapeshift. You see their like ultimate like identity. You see they can merge. They have cool powers and stuff like that. Their obsession with bananas. I don't get it yet. I'm just trying to see more.
It's a euphemism.
Their human form is like just like
creepy as fuck.
Yeah.
Creepy as hell. Yeah, like
Peter Griffin.
I can't wait to see people cosplaying as the aliens at C2E2.
Oh yeah, that probably will happen for sure. I've already seen some great ones. Yeah.
There'll be more grandmas, more of the Grandma Ayase around.
Yeah,
which I condone.
I like the little muscle dude too, though. The one that was like half muscle.
Oh yeah, that was really
like
cool. I like that episode and his whole thing and the other prop lady.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the biology mannequins.
Yeah.
That threw me off. I didn't know what the frick is going on the first bit because the dude is just like,
I don't know what's going on.
Well, that's the crazy part. It did take me like the whole episode to be like, oh wait, these guys are just like, are they even haunted? Are they ghosts? But they were just like biology mannequins. And that's it. But the crazy part is that the one dude fucking blasts, like he runs, like he had a Christmas ornament attached to his freaking genital area, like all this stuff. And then his wife or girlfriend or whatever is just like a standstill mannequin who doesn't really speak, but she does telepathically. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
But that's a cute story. Like, that's a cute story. Come on. Like,
yeah.
When Momo stayed up with her like the whole night for him to show up, and he's over here like getting fucking ran over by a bus and everything. And then he finally makes it. He's like, I'm here. I'm like, dude, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
That's funny. Yeah, no, I think this show might surprise us. I think, again, I'm not going to grade it here, but it's, as Sylvia, I would recommend this to people because I know there's a lot of terrible things out there. God, I just watched the Tower of God season 2, and that was, to me, that was
dude,
like
I haven't
worst.
finished it. I still haven't finished it.
Like the worst thing I could nobody should ever watch the Tower of God.
It's not that bad.
Terrible. If you didn't finish it, if you watched it, you would be on my like side. With
No, I
how
have
terrible
watched.
it is.
I've seen a good amount. They're
All
in
25
that
episodes of season 2.
Wait, how many?
25 of
Oh,
It's
season
like
yeah,
2.
I'm
no.
at 5.
Mm.
Episode
No,
5.
no. They're in the blimp already.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you're like me, I thought it was going to end around like the 12, 14 episode mark, but it keeps going. Like, I think there's still, like, it hasn't ended completely. Like,
Oh,
I
really?
stopped at 25 because there was still more coming out.
Well,
Oh.
my biggest craziest thing is that you said Croc wasn't in it anymore, and I'm like,
He
what?
did
Like,
come.
He
He,
is
he
a little-
eventually
Okay,
came back.
okay,
He did,
okay.
yeah. And he's great, which again makes you hate what they're doing with the show because I'm like, why would you like
okay.
take him away from the show when he's like one of the
Yeah.
fan favorites for sure?
Mm.
Yeah, and you barely have any Killua until a certain point. And I know it's not really Killua, but I forgot his real name.
Yeah, I know who you're
But
talking
he
about.
reminds me of Killua.
But no,
Yeah.
so you're gonna get to torture us with something. I mean, I missed the fact that I'm hoping in the future there's another because Ramon, you missed out on that Korean drama that we watched.
Oh.
And that one has saved my ass so much. Just the fact that I could like, oh, I've seen some Korean drama show. I
Oh
don't know
my
if you've heard
God.
of Marry My Husband, but yeah,
That was
that's
a good
funny.
one though.
Yeah.
so good.
How about
Yeah.
the muscle lady? We could have watched that one.
Namjoon Strong Girl, that one, yeah, that one's pretty good too. Marry My Husband, though, Ramon, you might like with your wife.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know my sister watched it with her boyfriend, and they liked it.
I've been
Alright.
like going around trying to sell it for an American remake because I thought it was that good. The story
They could.
they could.
Yeah.
I thought the story was good.
It was
yeah.
good. It was really good.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
The episodes were so long, though.
That's why I watch everything in 2 times speed. I got
Because of
used
the
to
K-dramas?
K-dramas, and every K-drama is like an hour and a half, so you need to speed it up.
Mhm.
Every
That's hard
episode.
about, yeah,
Yeah.
that's what's hard about some of those shows.
Yeah.
Same thing with like Chinese dramas too, because sometimes they'll do some that have like fantastical stuff, like like fighting
Oh, yeah.
and all kinds of stuff, but
Mhm.
they're
Yeah.
also like an hour and a half long each episode. I'm
Mhm.
like, no, I'm okay.
Yeah.
I'm like,
I like the movies.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
But yeah, that's me. I would recommend that, and I think it's acceptable and it's good and it's fun, and I think
Yeah.
the song and it's catchy, and I think it's gonna grow in popularity. Sadly, so it's like might as well get on the boat now.
Sadly.
because it's gonna. Yeah, I mean, like,
What's good?
yeah, it's good. So yeah, not sadly, but
I liked it.
yeah, I like it too.
I'd give it 2 thumbs up. It's probably one of the better animes I saw last year.
Yeah,
Very
I-
neutral.
maybe last year, but I still don't think I'm like crazy
No,
about
yeah,
it.
but there's I don't feel like there was too many new animes that were great last year, but some sequels were pretty good.
Yeah,
I mean, it's the fact like Kaiju number 8 and even Jujutsu Kaisen. Like, I like when there's adult characters because they also
Yeah.
we're adults ourselves. So it's just like something that's kind of hard to sit here. It's like like old ass man and be like, yeah, those 14, 15, 16-year-old like kids, they're so fun to watch. Like, yeah, it's a little bit like
Well, they're
Sounds
shonens.
weird.
They're shonens, so they're targeting like teenage kids.
yeah. That's what I'm
Course,
saying. Like, I
yeah.
like Kaiju number 8,
Eight.
where you got like the main character
With
being like 30,
Kafka?
30
Yeah.
years old. And,
Uh-huh.
I don't know. I think Gojo might be like 28 is where I'm putting his age.
I
at.
don't know.
Yeah.
dang, he's still freaking 11 years younger than me. Okay, but no, I mean, but no, I think this, and I think Kaiju number 8 was like that to me too. Where like at one point it felt like, man, what, like this show kind of dropped off a little bit. But I love that show, and I think part of it is that, and that's kind of what I'm hoping for Dandadan. That is like the next season and the rest of the story is just a little better. And I've heard sometimes like people be like, oh, it doesn't get like amazing, but it's still. I still like the idea of what Kaiju number 8 is about. The whole idea that he's just trying to get up there with his like, childhood friend. He has these powers that he's like kind of invested in and he's like figuring out. And for Dandadan, I think that's still part of what's fun. Is like Carlos mentioned earlier, the relationship between like Momo and freaking Okarun, but also like them learning their powers as they go. Like now, Momo, because she's a girl, she's fucking awesome. She figured it out. Okarun is just kind of the dumb, silly guy who's still trying to figure out what he can do and not do. So I don't know. I think that's always fun. And I saw somewhere that was a Gigi. I think he also has powers.
I think so.
And so I'm kind of curious to see how that
Yeah.
goes and what he ends up doing for the team.
He's part of the opening.
Oh no, that's what I'm saying. But is that where I saw it? Like I saw it somewhere that he had powers,
right?
and he has like some kind of like glowing orb, or I don't know what it is. But you know that kind of does makes you a little excited because then you're like, oh, cool. There's more to it than just two people, the protagonists who have powers, and then obviously, well, Ira too. But
because even Ira, the way she fights, is kind of cool with her hair. Yeah, so it's like I like her fighting more than like Okarun because Okarun can't really do nothing besides run really fast right now. Sadly,
that's it.
And he can punch and hit.
Can he punch? Kick, right? Or hit it.
I wonder what he can do when he gets both his balls back.
Not turn anymore.
Yeah, that's true.
And the way they had to put him back in, I was like,
oh, that was funny.
Yeah.
That was great though.
Oh god,
that was great. I don't know. That's another part too. I mean, like we talking about the granny too, or the grandma, Momo's grandma. Like I think that's like another cool part too, that we need a character like that sometimes as well, just to kind of not tone things down because she's like the most exaggerated. Like she's freaking like weird and pervy half the time. Like she's always creeping around Okarun and saying some weird ass stuff, and you're just kind of like, yay, she's 50, so it's okay. Like let's do it. You know, he's a kid, so it's weird. Also,
well, Sylvia, I think you had a surprise for us, right? So
I had a little bit of a game, yeah.
Ramon, you missed out on a lot of these.
I can explain it correctly. So
as long as the timing is okay, then we should be okay. Kind of like that one other game that I was apparently lagging.
Yeah.
My God. You're so sour about that.
Where Carlos actually won.
That one doesn't count. Yeah.
I think after that I started winning more. But yeah.
So you'll have two options. You'll either say it's a ghost or an alien.
Oh.
But it could be from Dandadan or it could be folklore. So you'll have two responses that you have to give. You'll either have to say after I read kind of the description whether it's a ghost or an alien, and then see what kind of lore or folklore it is and explain that. But if you make a good explanation as to why it's one or the other, you'll still get the point. If that makes sense.
Is there an example that we could try out?
Yes, so I'll use an easy example right now. So, a cursed spirit that possesses people and makes them run uncontrollably fast.
Ghost.
Oh
Turbo Granny?
And then Turbo Granny, yeah. And that's from Dandadan.
Oh, okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Kind of makes sense?
Yeah.
Can we get another one like that one?
You didn't like that one?
No, I like that. I want more easy ones.
Okay. So, a strange light in the sky that follows people and leaves crop circles.
UFOs, aliens.
Yeah, man.
Oh, how do we just throw it out
you
there?
You just say it out loud.
Folklore.
What's your reasoning? Why is it an alien?
Because it makes crop circles, and the only thing that makes crop circles is UFOs and aliens. Yeah.
Beautiful. 2 points. See,
there you go.
Okay, science.
Yeah. Oh, that's a great movie.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep your guys' score here. Okay.
Oh, she's for keeping score.
I'm keeping score, yeah.
All right.
Okay. A humanoid figure with elongated limbs and a blank face that appears in dreams.
Slenderman?
Yeah.
What's Slenderman?
Ghost and folklore.
Well, so right now you have to give it, like, can we all say an answer and then whoever you think got it right has to explain himself?
So your first answer should be ghost or alien.
I say ghost.
Oh, okay.
And...
But Carlos was correct with Slenderman.
Slenderman, yeah.
So I'm going to give both of you guys one.
Yeah.
Okay. The only thing I know about Slenderman is that
tall and lanky.
That crime that happened in Wisconsin.
Oh, yeah, with the girls?
With the girls,
yeah. Okay, a metallic orb that controls people's emotions to lure them into an experiment.
Aliens?
Why?
Because it's abducting them?
What?
Because it's abducting them?
Okay. So this is actually an alien that they consider that's from Dandadan. Its aliens often use advanced technology to manipulate human emotions for experiments.
Oh yeah, because aliens were quote unquote turning her on.
Mm-hmm.
In that first episode.
So
you paid way too much attention. I'm like, what? I did not see that.
So you'll get a point.
It was in the rewatch.
That was their explanation, I think, or something. Yeah.
They were psychically turning her on.
A creature that abducts humans, freezes them in time, and extracts physical energy for experimentation.
Oh.
Sounds like an alien.
Mm-hmm.
Freezes them in time.
For why? So
Ramon, you have the floor.
Freezes them in time and does what to them?
And extracts psychic energy for experimentation.
I guess the alien serpals, the weird looking dudes from Dandadan. I don't know.
Okay.
Oh,
yeah.
they are?
No,
Okay.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh,
Yeah,
let's
good
go.
point. Yeah.
I mean, I figured it was Dandadan because I'm like, that's really like vague.
Well, yeah,
I don't
because
know
the
if any
psychic
real.
stuff. Yeah.
I don't know if any real aliens that do that.
Men
A
in Black.
spirit trapped in an old abandoned tunnel that's rumored to attack anyone who
Gotcha.
trespasses.
Ghost, Dandadan, Turbo
damn
Granny, or that one that Turbo Granny was merged with.
Yes.
Wasn't that the first example you gave us?
Yeah,
No.
but she said
Yeah,
run
but
really
Yes,
fast.
but it's used twice, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Favoritism.
A floating figure that moves without sound and causes poltergeist-like activity.
A
Ghost?
ghost in real life.
Ramon, you got it. What is
did
it
Ramon
called?
say?
Do you...
No, I mean,
Well, I guess I said it, but-
let Raul say it. Raul said
No,
more
you
than I
say
did.
it.
I just said ghost, but it's not there.
Yeah. Her Rose say poltergeist?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Raul, you finish it. You said more.
Um,
I just quit after ghost. I'm like, ghost.
No, I said like actual poltergeist.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Were you thinking of the movie? That's what I was
Yeah,
thinking.
it was.
Yeah.
You guys remember Paranormal Activity? That's a fucking ghost. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
An invisible entity that stalks its victims until they can acknowledge its existence.
Aliens, Predator.
No, it's a
Explain.
ghost. And
Explain.
Silky.
Aliens, Predator. Predator
That's also.
is invisible. So
No.
like, well, I don't
Okay.
remember if you've seen it.
I
Let
vote
me
for
get a point,
Ramon getting
Ramon.
this point.
Let me get a point, Ramon.
No, I'm saying I vote for Ramon getting that point. That was a smart little way of checking
Oh,
the
okay.
system.
Well, I say ghost, Dandadan, Silky, whatever was following her around.
Oh yeah, she was
because-
invisible.
Yeah.
No one's getting a point.
Why?
Oh, shit.
Technically, yeah, it's a ghost, Carlos. Your explanation was shit. Raul, your explanation was shit, so you can't even...
Predator like is completely like goes invisible because of the camouflage.
What
And-
was my explanation?
No.
I mean,
Like
the
in
Silk-
Prey, that's exactly what happened.
it's just acrobatic. Silky was following Ira around.
It's not
and
from Dandadan.
It's not? Damn it.
No.
Do the
Is this
explanation
live?
again, or the description.
The description was an invisible entity that stalks its victims until they acknowledge its existence. The reasoning is that ghosts typically need acknowledgement to become visible or active. Aliens are already visible.
That happened in Dandadan, though.
Not Predator though.
Because Ira saw her as a little girl, and that's the whole reason Silky was following her throughout her whole life. And finally, when she could see her, it was like, "Oh, you were able to see me." Like, how is that not Dandadan?
Yeah, the acknowledging thing is in Predator.
That's just a vampire.
Vampire.
You know what? Ramon gets the point.
Oh my
Yes.
god!
Whoa.
I'm
It's rigged.
not gonna win.
It's invisible.
All right, this is the last one. Carlos, you have 1 point. Raul, you have 6, and Ramon, you have 4. Or I'm sorry, 5. 'Cause you got-
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn. Okay.
I'm gonna rewatch this episode and count those points out. 'Cause I'm like, I don't know how Ramon has 6 and Ramon has 5.
Count.
Okay. A shape shifting being that mimics people you know to get close to you.
A skinwalker.
It's a ghost, and it's that one in the woods that like mimics like babies and stuff like that. So they say that if you're like by the woods and you hear babies crying or somebody screaming for help, that you're not
So that
supposed
mimics the person you know.
Oh,
Well, for me,
See-
maybe.
Yeah.
This is a trick question. The answer is Pokemon, and she's talking about Ditto. So that's and I win because that's a 10 points.
It's a crow.
Yeah, ghost and then what's it called? Skinwalker or Wendigo? What are those things?
Carlos, do you want to try?
No, I do not. I don't know which one.
Carlos, you get 2 points because Ditto was a good answer.
Yeah.
You get pity points.
Pity points.
I'm surprised because this was actually an alien from Dandadan because this is where they infiltrate human spaces and they shapeshift into another being.
Okay.
Has that
So
happened?
like you had Turbo Granny turn into the cat, she's more likely to be able to go out into public with it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I understand.
Okay.
Good. Yeah.
Mhm.
You
I
got us.
still like my
Wait,
answer.
wait. So then, damn, Raul won though.
He did.
Criticism.
Even though you, I didn't get any points for
got
Predator.
yourself up from 1 point to 3
I
points.
gave you that point, so you won by one more too. My point.
In your heart.
Fun.
Yes, I like that answer. That was great.
Well, do you guys have any idea how you guys want to pick our next stuff to talk about? I mean, we could always talk about it off show, but yeah.
Devilman Crybaby again? I'm kidding.
Well, if we're going to see Tweets, we still gotta figure out what we're dressing up as.
I thought we were gonna do One Piece.
Oh, One Piece. What about what is it? The soccer one, Blue.
Yes,
Blue
Blue
Lock?
Lock.
Well, you brought it up, but
yeah, no.
So not gonna lie, because I'm still not 100% sure. I was just thinking that if you guys went as One Piece characters, I was gonna show up as Saitama and just be like, call it quits, because I'm One Punch Man. One
Punch Man.
Yeah. So like, anyways, whatever. Don't worry about it.
You can still be Saitama. Are you gonna shave your beard?
Yeah, exactly. But I was just saying, it's just because you guys were gonna be One Piece, I was gonna be One Punch, and it was gonna be funny. And you guys would have gotten it eventually, but okay.
No, that would be good.
Yeah.
Also, because I don't need to do anything. I just shave my beard. Done.
Yeah. I just need more bearded characters because I don't want to shave my beard.
Yeah.
So we can even do Black Clover, and I'll be Yami because he kind of has a beard.
Ice cream cones for beards. It's kind of cool.
We're not allowed to eat ice cream on this.
No more ice cream mentions. Yeah. No, I mean
that's my ban.
My goal is to shave this off like next month and then grow out my hair more because I do want to be the Blue Lock. I do want to do One Piece, and I also want to do Blue Lock. If I'm being honest, I want to be Sanji, and then I do want to be Boro, whatever his name is.
Didn't you want to see the Blue Lock movie without me actually seeing the series?
I think you could watch that movie and totally get full understanding of what Blue Lock is even about. And
I want to see it.
If it gets your oh, maybe I should watch the first season. That might get you.
It's a Crunchyroll.
But would she appreciate it?
I don't know. I thought it was a very well done movie.
But I'm saying without the show. I don't know. I feel like I had to get into the idea of the show. I know, but I played soccer, and I feel like I still had to get into the idea of all these strikers battling to be the best striker.
But you haven't really watched sports animes, have you?
No.
Yeah.
And it starts with telling you what's happening, how they're being recruited, when they get in there, the first game. So it's a whole we saw in the 12 episodes. It's only compressed into an hour and a half or whatever.
Yeah.
I think you guys would enjoy it.
Or I can suggest that we watch Blue Box.
I saw something Blue Box on my Crunchyroll.
Yeah, it looks similar to Your Name and that type of animation.
Yeah.
So it's a gorgeous looking anime, but it's a romance sports anime.
Okay. Well, you know what? I'm
about badminton.
Yeah, badminton. Yeah. And the girl plays basketball.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if anybody has idea, tell us. But yeah, I think we can come up with something for sure.
Yeah.
So just glad to be back with all of you, even Sylvia.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I didn't have any ghost shirts or anything like that, so I did zombie.
Hey, that works.
Yeah.
I wore black because black.
I wore gray because
the void.
And Carlos wore yellow because yellow.
He has to pee.
It's the little sunshine here.
Oh my god.
Now he's blushing.
I blushed quick, yeah. Don't put me in front of people.
Yeah, you're in our podcast.
Yeah, that's different. But no, I mean, time's gonna pass by. But yeah, no, hopefully we get to do this quicker than we have the last couple months. Obviously, we had a lot of things going on with holidays and personal
babies being born.
I think we're back. Yeah, we're
Yeah,
back for sure.
something like that.
Yeah, we're back.
Yes.
Mhm.
Well, yeah, I mean, so thankful if you guys are listening, and definitely let us know if you guys have any ideas and
suggestions.
Yeah. And join our Discord. It's the only thing that I'm always telling people nowadays. Join our Discord.
Yeah, I think it's fun.
It's fun.
But especially now that Pokemon drop, I bet you.
Pokemon trading. No, it's already
they've been going crazy
It's already
on the
going
Pokemon
crazy
one.
already.
I haven't.
Yeah.
On the Pokemon channel.
I need
Yeah,
to
they're
go
talking
back
about
and see
trading
what
and all
I
that
need.
stuff. Yeah.
I need that
see what I
damn
need.
green Pokemon if somebody's willing.
I have
to trade.
5 of them. Of the
You
one from
do?
this last one from the island, from Muse Island.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have 5 of them from
How do you
the
have
most.
5?
That's all I would fucking get. Dude. So let's get
every open every night praying to like Jesus, like please.
I haven't opened it in such a long time.
Me neither.
If only it would accumulate. If only it would accumulate packs, that'd be an amazing experience to get back to. But no, I mean,
I know we're family, but I'll get down for that.
Yeah, let's go. I'll be like, all right, let's go.
Listen, I already heard about your guys' wrestling days. I don't need any more details.
But that involved Tony too, and that guy's, you would wrestle Tony. Everybody would wrestle Tony. That kind of guy.
I don't think I wrestled Tony.
He is
wrestled Tony.
No, I don't think I did.
He is the most feminine.
I wrestled you,
but
yeah, exactly. But then also Miguel would always challenge people, so I don't know. I feel like Tony and Miguel were the ones that everybody had to wrestle at one point or another. They had something
I'm
to
gonna
prove.
let you guys go. We'll talk wrestling.
I'm learning so much about you all. Like Carlos spits, you don't. What else? What else do I need to know here?
Hey, don't tell them my secrets.
Did they not watch the Penguin episode or Bat?